Okay, no, that's the name of this, excuse me, spell. While I say that up top, they actually found Cuckoo. Enigma losing his life right off the bat here. Uh-oh, Cuckoo might be in some trouble once again. Miro has the gush. The anchor smash is going to get dropped. It looks like that's going to be the death of the Enigma here. Again, save, catches him out with the Nightmare. The Tidehunter now having 2 kills in the lane so far. They're going to drop a sentry and an observer. Is he going to go in, though? He's going to get the party started. WS sitting underneath his tower. They will try and die, but the shield comes a bit off the mark. Katami is here, though. Wisdom's trying about to spawn. Gillitage spots the Metamorphosis. They get the kill on WS. The Beastmaster is going to be taken down easy peasy. The Chokin might take a bit more effort. Escape Act keeping him alive, but most of this damage is physical and it goes through the Escape Act. It looks like Chokin is eventually going to go down. BETBOOM dive the tier 2 and get the kill on the Ringmaster. So not only is that going to be a Wisdom Shrine going the way of BETBOOM, they get their own Wisdom Shrine. Coming out on top in this early game, just absolutely beautiful stuff from them. And WS TP'd back in. He doesn't have backup arriving just yet. The Enigma starting to TP in now, but it might be too late. The Beastmaster, he's dead a second time around and he won't even have the TP. And now Cuckoo's here. He's got a lot of HP to work with though. Not going to be the easiest to bring down, and Mikoto rotates in. They find 1 kill on the Naga Siren, but again, it's 23 Savage. He's below Mikoto in terms of net worth. He has not had a good lane at all. He's got some CS, but oh my goodness, the burst damage might have been a bit too much there with the Kasha and the Anchor Smash. As 23 Savage dropping really low. He already popped the Wave Bomb and the Ravage will be committed. They get the kill on the Morphling. Plus 2 stacks for the Kraken Shell. BETBOOM are just doing whatever they want on the map. 23 Savage, he's trying to man up here. He's got backup coming in the form of the Ember Spirit with the shield over the Beach Grip. It's out from save. He did not get the attribute shift off. That's going to be a second death here for the Morphling. Cuckoo now trying to go forward, hoping to fight Naga Siren, but there's a big tanky Watermelon standing in his way. And now the Terrorblade comes through. They're going to find the Enigma as well. Flips the Talon, losing so much. They will eventually get cut down, but that is not a worthwhile engagement for Mikoto. It's Mikoto doing what he can on the Ember Spirit, but he's really just alone on this map. He doesn't have a lot of allies to work with. And every single time he makes a play, he just has to run away. Save, even pops the Fiend Grip, and they're gonna find the Ember Spirit for free here. About to finish off as Yasha as things have started to seem to calm down just a bit, but there's been another throw from the side of BETBOOM, and it connects onto the Beastmaster. WS's game couldn't get any worse. Is starting to look really rough here for the side of TALON. Mikoto is closing in on the Maelstrom. A kill on Katami would really help, but Katami is the Song of the Siren, and he's going to set up perfectly for GPK to come in. He's got the Rolling Thunder at the ready, and they're going to get started on the Enigma. Stunned up. Black Hole is going to be committed though, but there's no follow-up. The Ember Spirit's out of here. Kirich rotates in with what remains of his Metamorphosis, and they find the Enigma. That's Black Hole down. No kill found. Closer and closer to his Mantis time. That's not going to change much with regards to the outcome of this game, but it's going to give them a fighting chance. They pop the wrong find Kirich though, so that's big. That is a much needed kill here from the side of Flipster Talon. They needed to take down that Terrorblade and get something going in their favor. Finally going to start to have some damage in these fights. But again, while this was happening, look at BETBOOM. They made their move over towards 23 Savage, who does get the attribute shift off. He is starting to come in. Jokim's here on the Ringmaster. You might just give it the Ravage for this one, though. Miero holding on to it for the time being as 23 Savage turns into the Watermelon himself. But now GPK is here as well on the Pangolin. They're going to find the Ringmaster. Feeds Drippers out onto it. And they will pop the Ravage if need be, but the Kraken Shell actually dispelling off the Fiend's Grip. 23 Savage is still somehow surviving this. That was a neat play coming out from him, turning into the Tidehunter and popping the Anchor Smash, but now the Ravage comes through. It connects on the 3 heroes. 23 Savage surviving by the skin of his teeth, but not for much longer. Miero eventually gets the kill as Mikoto tries to run it away. GPK hot on his tail though, and Mikoto is running out of mana. The Shield Crash will eventually secure the kill, and Cuckoo, without the Black Hole, is just fodder for the Tidehunter as okay, I hear the Demon Zeal being popped. Who is it for? It's for Chokin. Caught out again. Dwarf's gonna come out. Wheel of Wanting has been dropped. He's coming through. But WS, he's not surviving with the Agram set, but he's gonna drop the heal, not nearly enough. And now Kataomi pops the song to the siren while they reset. He gets the ensnare off on the Ember. The Ember is going to be taken down as well. As BETBOOM just seems like they've completely taken over this game. Illusion's coming forward. 23 Savage still in the area. WS slowed down by the Delusion. They are going to come at the Beans to try and take him down. Mira's here on the Tidehunter. They're going to find this kill. This Tidehunter off to such a strong start. 21 stacks of the Kraken Shell. He's got Vlad's and Pipe completed. He's even got the Aghanim shot, and he's 1,000 gold towards his Blink Dagger. Taking down these structures, and it doesn't seem like Talon have an appropriate response. Mikoto is doing what he can with his Sleight of Fist, but the Enfeeble really reduces his damage output by quite a margin. And in fact, they might have just found Cuckoo here. They drop the dead in the water. GPK presses the Rolling Thunder, and they're gonna find Cuckoo pretty much free here. Beast Rip is out as well onto the Ember. They'll pop the Ravage. They will even find the Beastmaster. 23 Savage nowhere to be spotted in the base. They're just gonna drop the double Gs. They are done. 21 minutes in. Talon tap out. A complete masterclass coming out here from the side of BETBOOM. As 23 Savage. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. And even a lot of defensive potential from the GPK just throwing down some sentries, trying to make sure that... Oh, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. I believe they might have gotten the skewer back on the Lina into the tower. A good ways of dealing with the healing that's going to be coming out from the Sorico. Try and make a move for him, though. Both supports are here in the mid lane. Some stun-into-stun action, and they take down Cuckoo. WS does stay in. He's got the RP at the ready. He's looking to find GPK. He will also get saved. Skewer back into Mikoto, into the tier 1. But Mikoto, he's been stunned up. Snowball's going to be there, though. They will keep on the tail of GPK and take down the magical Disco Pony. He's not going to be trying to stay alive anymore. He's going to be listening to Opera in the depths of hell. Save. Soon to be next. Nice side blaze from Mikoto actually secures the kill. But the Observer Ward. Keep an eye on the medium camp. The problem with this Misanthropy passive is that you can't pressure tier 1. They can certainly die for kills. Nice Snowball actually dodging out the Chaos Ball, but the Stormhammer flies through. That should secure them the kill, but can they get some turnaround kill here? Mikoto is here on the team, losing a lot of HP, the courtesy of the Edict, but eventually they pop the Fate's Edict, and that's going to keep Mikoto alive as they find the GPK Leshrac. Closing in on the Maelstrom. Did go for the Falcon Blade, so that Maelstrom is going to be delayed by a bit as a result of that. But, oh, runes, excuse me. While I was focusing on that, they somehow found 23 Savage up top. So Leshrac came in along with the Darkseer and they got the kill. Cuckoo was a bit too late, couldn't get the false promise off, but he has it for himself if need be. Might just be forced to pop it. Chaos Ball flies through, stands out from the Leshrac. He will not get a chance. There was no rotations coming in from the rest of Talon. And if this keeps on, he can have an even bigger one. Swen, oh man, he's gonna drop the Stormhammer, but they found someone far more valuable in the Leshrac. WS with the RP helps Mikoto secure the kill. Also go for the Bite of Insight if it feels like his team needs one. Could be really solid against the Leshrac, but 12-minute power rules. They're gonna try and make a play for Mikoto. The false promise is gonna come through, and he still has Refraction. Holding on to it for the time being, also has the ward, but now GPK is here. 23 Savage rotates in, no beautiful 4-match avalanche. Stalling out the flames, but they're still going forward, still looking to find the Mikoto TA. Now WS comes in with the skewer. They take down the Leshrac. They find 2 kills on 23 Savage, hoping for a 4th one. WS is there, and they secure 4 kills. BETBOOM, he can actually be taken down pretty easily. There's even a Blink Dagger to that effect here for Mikoto, so he can get that Melt Strike off on the Leshrac and try and take him down. Psionic Trap popped. Chaos Knight slowed by a bit, and well, that's going to be enough to secure the kill with the help of the Snowball. But he's fairly tanky too. He's got 2.4k HP to work with, so it's not like he's going to be bursting the Tiny anytime soon. Stormhammer out from the Swen will secure the retreat for Kiritich, so don't get much time. But once again, while this is happening, Mikoto found a kill on the Leshrac. GPK, a goal away from it, should be having it very, very shortly. Mid lane, well, Chokan looks like they made a play for Tusk, but Flips and Talon are not going to be too disappointed by that. Smokes out from Talon though, they want to try and get aggressive here. There is an Observer Ward scouting out the movements from WS. He's thinking of going in with the RP, and he's going to get the skewer back as well. The Stormhammer a bit too late. They cannot save the Lina. 23 Savage picks up the kill. Shot completed as well for the man, so scratch what I said about the shot not being finished. He's got it. And well, things about to get a lot worse here, because they've managed to catch out the Chaos Knight. The Leshrac left alone on an island with no friends, no health, and no life. They're going to pick up the Leshrac as well. And Matt are eventually going to figure out that BETBOOM are at the top part of this map. They're not showing here on the creep wave. They're actually made a move for the Tormentor. They are going to be able to pick it up, so Shard's going to go their way, and they're all topped up on HP. Chokin might be in for a rude awakening. He goes up top, he scouts out all these heroes. Snowball's going to come out. Holding on to it for the time being, drops the eye shot, but he should most certainly be fought, but backup is arriving. RP out, only on 2 heroes. It's going to be the Darkseer, +1. That +1 was the leader, so they managed to get the RP right on the money. Miero's going to be taken down as well. 23 Savage with a triple kill. They will find the Magnus, courtesy of the illusions from the Wall of Replica. So Talon, they lose a fair bit, but... Save. He'll be in some trouble here. They spot him out with the Tusk, and he's just gonna fall. Skewer back is there from the Magnus. Crimson Guard only delaying the inevitable. Miero did what he can to save his teammate, but Talon, they might just walk away with a melee Rax here. And looks like indeed they will. And the response, well, they're gonna try and get something done here. Save goes to front, but the Orchid's gonna be there. RP cancel mid-animation by the stun. WS being kept alive for the snowball, so they will eventually be able to get the RP vacuum back. Again, Magnus bomb fakes the RP. As 23 Talon's getting pulled back in now, pops the BKB, survives the Laguna Blade, but he still doesn't have the RP. WS, he goes, but he gets tossed up, and finally the RP will come through. Mikoto will get himself a double kill. 23 Savage nearly falls, but in the end, Talon win the team fight, and that's what matters. And Mikoto, it's eyes on the prize once again. He's going for the ranged racks while they try and get stragglers on the other heroes. They clean up the Swen. BETBOOM, no, just content to sit and wait around while the base gets laid to siege. They're gonna smoke and try and get a backstab on, but 23 Savage, he actually scouts them out with the Shadow Blade, and the RP's there from WS. They catch out the Lina trying to stay alive, but there's just so much damage coming out from the heroes on the side of Talon, and that's it. GG gets called, GPK taps out, and that's gonna be the end of game 2 here, folks. We are going to a game number 3. Let flips to Talon start a fight on their terms, and get the first blood. 23 Savage does have the stun and the ready, but tag team spot from Jokam as well, and this should be the death of the Axe Miero. Give her first blood to 23 Savage. It's gonna have a nice injection of gold to work with in the early game. Bangolia, who's largely physical damage. And you've got the cleave from the Magnus with the Empower. As I say that though, Miero again dropping in the top lane as Mikoto comes over for the Wisdom Shrine. At the very least, it's gonna allow the Bristleback to TP out. See that working out in your favor, but now Kataomi might have stepped a bit too far forward. He dropped a branch, but it was off the mark. Jokam on his tail, and they should be able to get the Oracle here eventually, but get a ditch. It's gonna be asking some pertinent questions of the task, and the question is, can he get there scot-free? The answer's probably gonna be no, but if they can find Kataomi first, it can be worth a while. But Save actually comes with a beautiful shackle shot. They turn it around, they find the kill on the Tusk. Eventually the Oracle falls courtesy of the Shockwave, but Cuckoo is gonna give up his life as well on the Shadow Shaman. As they find the Oracle, but they lose both their supports for it. The Wind find more kills. It's GPK. Keep an eye on Power Rune. Fate's Edict comes out, but that's just physical. But he'll keep the sniper alive. Actually, 23 Savage comes over with the Laguna Blade and the stun. Chokin's here with the tag team as well. They're gonna try and take down the sniper. They eventually snowball it, but the shackle shot, the power shot means that they get the kill first. They take down 23 Savage. Jokian, he hesitated, he waited to pop the snowball, and that costs him the life of 23 Savage. Save, he still might go down here to Mikoto though, who does have the Arcane Rune. He picked it up when he popped the Rolling Thunder, so they'll get the kill on the Wind Ranger. But I think BETBOOM found the far more valuable kill on the Lina there. So thinking about gating over, sees that the Watcher was taken, so no chance that he could actually find him. But up top they get Miero on the Axe. Closing in on the Maelstrom, like we spoke about earlier. And here an RP though, and down bottom it's actually on top of the Bristleback. They commit the Rolling Thunder, they should be able to find the kill. The RP more than enough to secure it. WS picks it up with Skewer. So it cost you 2 ultimates, but It's not the end of the... Miero is hanging around in the area though. They've dropped an observer board trying to punish anyone that steps inside their own jungle. Oh, they tried to go for Cuckoo, but Cuckoo was quick with the Hex. Does manage to make sure that Miero does not fall, but save, well, he's not getting any help. He's gonna get taken down here by Chokem. And BETBOOM, unable to find these score kills every time they make a move. It just seems like Talon are one step ahead on the map. You've got tons of damage from the sniper. You've got Blink Blade Mail on the axe. You don't want to be wasting the smoke on Cuckoo. You want to find something more, but the call is off the mark. Cuckoo actually sidesteps that unintentionally, but they'll still be able to find the kill. GPK picks it up with the help of the shrapnel. Smoke up top. And hopefully 23 Savage can come in with some mana, but they actually made a move for him down bottom. They get the kill with the axe. Miero finds the Lina, and all of a sudden, Talon, do you still feel comfortable making this move? You're gonna run into Kataomi and Kiritish, two of the worst targets he could go on, but they're gonna try and burst down the Oracle here. Go Septic, keeping Kataomi alive for the time being. And well, Kiritish just going to work there with the Quills play. RP comes in from WS, but where's the follow-up? Mikoto, he's rolling around, doing his best impression of a bowling ball, excuse me, but they only get the sniper. And that is RP, who's Rolling Thunder committed. And Mikoto might just end up dropping here. He might get Kiritich, but I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this one. He's going to try. Save is hot on his tail. Shield crash over to the other side. Shackle does not come through. Save. Unable to get the cancel on the TP. Mikoto makes it out of this. So this could be problematic. The Shadow Shaman gaining over straight into the axe. He does get turned into a chicken for a brief moment. But Cuckoo should mostly be giving up his life here. Oh, Miero, he didn't get the Calling Blade off. GPK, you gotta leave those kills, man. You have to leave it for the axe. Another 1.5 armor for the axe, but unfortunately just gets one stack. But maybe they can find Mikoto here. Chokem's quick with the snowball though. Mikoto trying to get off the Rolling Thunder will eventually succeed. No, Yule Scepter comes up in the nick of time. 23 Savage dropping really low though. The Calling Blade does not come out of the axe. And Savage picks up the kill. GPK surviving for the time being with the false promise. The shards actually creeping Mikoto a bit as he bounces around. Can they get the kill? No, they cannot. Power shot. It did connect, but he was above the threshold for the execute, so he walks away from that one, or should I say limps away. Save, hot on his trail. He's got the Gale Force. He's going to drop it. The Yule Scepter is going to be there. Power shot. Off the mark, but he connects with the Shackle, and the rest of the members of BETBOOM are coming in. Chokem sacrifices life so Mikoto can get out of here. But Mikoto might still be in trouble. Kiritich with the Quill Spray gets the kill. And man, save. Yeah, anymore. The only viable save for the side of Talon is the Tusk. A lot gonna be riding on Chokem's shoulders for this fight. They drop the observer. What they see, the Bristol Knife with the axe. He jumps in, he gets the call, but the snowball save is there. They're gonna keep 23 Savage alive for a little while longer, but he's dropping so low. The sniper just going, ho ho, ha ha, goodbye. 23 Savage fights the dust, and Chokem's gonna fall as well, as they did have the response with the snowball, but the damage just a bit too much from the sniper. They're gonna go high ground, not afraid at all of any potential skewer plays coming out from WS. Oh no, WS, he fumbled big time. That skewer was a bit too short. Chokem does get the snowball save after the call, but again, that snowball, well, okay, it doesn't reach all the way to axe. Instead on the creeps, as they try to take out GPK, they'll get the first life for the Rolling Thunder. But now, save goes in with the Shackle shot. It's a long disable onto Mikoto. Mikoto might just end up dropping here. Miero's there with the call. They get the kill with the dunk. There's no Pangle here for 74 seconds. Kiritich still standing his ground on the Bristleback, as the banner hasn't been taken out, and GPK laying in the physical damage on a 23 Savage who was supposed to retreat, but they get the skewer back onto the sniper. Now 23 Savage pops the BKB. The RP is out, but the false promise is going to keep the sniper alive for a little while longer, although he should still most certainly be falling. Can they take down the Magus before the sniper dies? Yes, they can. So in the end, they do get a trade. But the Raxes still stand for the side of Talon, and I think they're going to be happy with the outcome there. Sure, you lose the Magnus and the Pangolier, but you get the Sniper and you get the Wind Ranger, and you hold on to your base. That's what matters most. 23 Savage, he's got the Shadow Blade picked up now as well, so once that Silver Edge comes out, this Bristleback is not going to be feeling as safe and secure as he once was in this game. Off the Gale Guard. It's hard to kill him. 23 Savage. Oh, nice blink back coming out from Cuckoo. He does not get caught out by the call. Chokem drops the user. They're trying to TP out, but save. Will get the Shackle. They will at least find the Tusk. 23 Savage, he's actually in there. He's waiting to find a kill, and he's going to get Kataomi on the Oracle. BKB, TP out, call. Is it going to be there? No, it's not. Miero. WS picks up the region room, but Save actually catches him out with the shackle. The chainsaws are coming in, but Koto's here with the rush, but no! He bounces off the staircase. He does not stun Miero in time, and now he's going to have to TP out and change as he fails to save his Magnus. Ay, ay, ay. There by Cuckoo, so maybe he goes for the Shaman, but instead, he's going to get the outpost here. They do tell him to get started. They commit the RP. They're going to try and take down the Axe. The Hex is there. Dakota goes into the rolling thunder, trying to disrupt the backline. They will clean up the Axe. In the meantime, you're going to find Seo as well. 2 quick kills going the way of Talon as Cuckoo. Don't see anything over here. Chocam, his smoke is eventually going to break, but he blinks backward. Dakota's in with the rolling thunder though. Staying on top of gives me a chance, Sniper. GPK forced to form his BKB turns attention to a Chocam who gets the snowball off. Now the RP is now onto the arrow. Wants to be taking to the right with damage. A bit too much coming out from this leader, but the false promise keeping the Axe alive for a little while longer. Nice skewer in though by WS, catching out 3 heroes. They get the leader eventually, but then they get the clean up. Only 2 heroes surviving for BETBOOM, but 2 is all they need. They take down the leader, they take down the Magnus, as Mikoto and Cuckoo try and get the win wager, and they will succeed. Cuckoo pops the Ghost Scepter. Kidditich is hard to kill though. Mikoto gonna try and burn his mana, and Kidditich without any mana will be forced to back off, so let's help things out here with the ice shots. You can see Roshan dropping low, but Kidditich doesn't have slot to keep everything. Well, they're gonna get started. They're gonna try by taking out Chocam first. Force Promises out onto the Axe though. If they take out the Axe, it's going to be a very good team fight for the 22 Assassins here on the lead. Now with the right clicks, the Axe dropping really low. They will find him. Actually, excuse me, Force Promise was not out, but Tommy's still holding on to it. GPK popping the BKB in the pit, trying to stay alive here. WS trying to go in with the RP, but good concussive grenade from GPK actually keeping him alive as he's slowly but surely taking pot shots at every single member from Talon. Finally, Cuckoo comes in, turns him into a chicken, puts an end to the nonsense, but it's going to cost him his life. And it's too little, too late. GPK has carried the fight on his back. Great for the throne here on the side of BETBOOM. Eyeing up the TFO, Chocam goes in with the tusk on with the punch, but he's just taking so much damage from the sniper in the meantime, trying to survive with the Yoon Scepter. Does have buyback, so he does buy some time, but don't know if that's going to be enough. Well, Savage just coming back up in a few seconds. That is a good skewer back onto the bristleback. Can they get the RP? WS thinking. Not popping it just yet. Instead looking to go into the backline, but Chocam did catch out the arrow on the Axe, but Axe has the fall. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Not Axe, it's GPK who has got the false promise. It's just a visual bug, and the throw from Talon is dropping. This should be the game. Going the way of GPK. They're going to try and get him a rampage before the throne falls, but the throne's going to fall before that. Ultra kill for GPK as BETBOOM secure the win. They're going to be going to the upper bracket in the